where there's a Chick-fil-A right now, sorry.
They don't do the same thing.
What?
They don't do the same thing as we did last week.
What's that?
Chick-fil-A. They do the same thing.
I'm saying I don't know where there's a Chick-fil-A right now.
You have to do the same thing. Just like Grandma did. Remember?
What's this one? I'm gonna turn back so I can find your location because I don't know where it is right now. Okay. Hi, welcome. How are you doing? This is the third attempt at the live this evening. Oh my word. There's been a few glitches. Yeah. Daniel Wheatley. Clunker. What's Clunker? Where are you joining in from? Oh man, lag. I don't know what's happening. I honestly don't know what's happening with the live. I'm sorry. Probably I'm not supposed to be on no live right about now. And thank you for the thumbs up. I don't know what's happening. Am I still lagging? Well, I don't think so. Because on my other phone it's a little different. Yeah, this is the third time I'm trying to go live. And the first ones, the first and the second one was the same problem. It was like lagging, so I kind of had to cancel. But yeah. It is 2:47. School is over for today. Work is over for today. I'm gonna get some. Okay. So my son wants Chick-fil-A. Hi. Chick-fil-A is like 5 minutes away from me here. So when I get down there, I'll be able to. Oh, you're watching from South Africa. Nice, Dash. Thank you. Hopefully one day I'll come to South Africa. I'll visit South Africa one day. One day. How about not just know where I come from? Oh my word. If I had known, I would have just continued.
Huh?
Huh?
I know this is the way.
Yeah, this is the way we're coming from. So I literally just driving from down this side and now taking back GPS to come down this section. You hear anything like this yet? Yeah. Thank you for liking up the live. I saw a name, I love something. Hi to you too. Alright. So one person, Dash is joining in from South Africa. Where are you guys joining in from? It's on hot out here right about now. It's hot. See if I can go across here. But the light is gonna catch me. Yeah. Light catch me. I love my dogs and cats. Okay. I don't need the GPS anymore. So I know where I'm going. Okay. What time is it for you now, Dash? Friday evening. I'm gonna go home and try to finish my hair. I started my braids yesterday. I was doing it on TikTok live. I totally forgot to stream it on YouTube. You can also follow me on TikTok at ThinkNursing. Alright. Follow me on TikTok at ThinkNursing. I do live stream over there. Well, not over there. I normally do the live stream on both platforms. At 7 o'clock in the evenings. So do come over and hang out with me. Alright. And help me build on my page here. It's 21:45. We're heading to Saturday. Oh, okay. Why is he blowing down the lady and he's already out? The lady never causing a problem. Hi Marvin, how are you doing? Yeah, so it is 2:49 now, Friday evening or Friday afternoon. Huh? Yeah. So it's about it. So I'm gonna get some Chick-fil-A for this little young man here. Because this is the only day the young man decides to want to eat. Like, I don't know. So it's his treat on the weekend. A little piece of chicken. Chick-fil-A. Because he doesn't eat in the week, so just give it to him. Make sure my exercise. I don't want him arteries them get clogged up. Yeah. He's a very, very picky eater. So he'll have the Chick-fil-A chicken strips and that's it. Yeah. So I'm gonna get that for him, then head home and try to finish my hair before evening, you know, and then yeah. Chick-fil-A line is empty on a Friday evening or afternoon. Yeah, the line is not long. I'm good. You?
Good as well. May I get a name for this order?
Stacy.
Stacy, what can I get for you today?
4-piece chicken strip.
The meal or just the entree?
Just the entree.
Alright. Any sauces and mixed with that?
No.
Alright, you push entrees. It'll be $7.46 for you today. You good to go?
Thank you. Alright, eat the thanks. Huh? Yeah, I'm not going to eat the fries because the fries not fried good in a Chick-fil-A. And him don't do sauce, but yeah. I know it's confusing what time is there. So it is 2:49, so almost 3 o'clock here in Texas, USA. Alright. So it's almost 3 o'clock Friday evening, Friday afternoon. So I know you say you are 21:45, so you're 9:45 in the night heading into Saturday. So we have a long, you're 6 hours? Yeah, you're 6 hours. We're heading to Saturday. Okay, yeah, so you're 6 hours roughly. 7 hours? 7 hours ahead of us. Okay. I look here, try. Okay. There's nothing fancy about it. But thanks. Alright. Yeah. So are you a nurse, Dash? Or what area are you in? Thank you guys for tuning in. How are you guys doing? How is the end of the week? Or how was your week? Do you guys have anything planned? Do you have anything planned for the weekend? Nothing planned. Probably go to church tomorrow. And then that's it. You're not going to church tomorrow? Because it's what? Oh. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Alright, bye. Here you go. Alright, so I'm the cop, even though I'm doing night shift job. Okay. You're the cop. He's a police officer. Oh, on my phone. Okay. Yeah, when I was working at the hospital, we used to have a police officer on duty there. You want to be a police officer? Okay. Alright, so home it is. It's almost what? 2 hours before peak time. So, traffic is going to be crazy. And I hate that. So I'm gonna go home and finish my hair, and then from there, I think I have one patient to say I was gonna call. So let's see if I get a chance to do that. I'll do that. And then, yeah. But definitely join, follow me, or subscribe to my pages on TikTok at ThinkNursing, and on YouTube here at ThinkNursing. Alright, one word. And you can share it with your friends, your family members, things like that. And watch the videos, alright? I share a lot of information regarding myself there that you could actually benefit from as well. My journey. And trying to get some nurses on the platform to talk about their story. And then from there, I got to visit USA one day at Brooklyn. They say it's a nice place. Okay. Nice. I think I passed through Brooklyn before. I never really stop and enjoy much of Brooklyn. Yeah. So hopefully I'll get a chance to go there. That would be nice as well. My phone not charging.
So slow.
Big trucks are slow.
I buy truck.
Yeah, but New York is a place to be, it seems.
And it's also so small.
It's a place to be.
They're also small.
So yes, I am a nurse. I am a nurse. Been working, practicing as a nurse since 2012. Yeah, since 2012 to present day. So, originally from Jamaica, did a lot of emergency room nursing. I also did get some experience like on the medicine floor, surgical floor, pediatrics. I did enjoy my pediatrics rotation, or what we call something like NICU. It wasn't like a NICU because we never really had a ICU, but I did enjoy it. But years later, even though I did enjoy peds, I told myself that I would never put myself in that position to be working with children. So I currently work, with adults, young adults, and that's it. No pediatrics. All right, no children, no pregnant mamas. No.
I'm going to car wash.
I'm not going to the car wash. So that's what I do. I work as a house call nurse practitioner now. So I have a lot of flexibility on my hand, which is what I like. I think I probably need to do something else. Try to do content creation full time, eventually. So I'm trying to spend a lot of time, working on my page. And then from there, I want to do like a podcast and start talking with a lot of nurses. Have them just come and share more about themselves, day in the life of a nurse, things like that. Or their journey in nursing or growing up in general, something to motivate people out there that are watching, or persons who are aspiring to be nurses, to encourage. Alright, you are using too much brake right about now in front of me. Alright. So basically, that's what my page is supposed to be about. But I try to share one and two additional things on the page because I don't want to get bored. So I will definitely share if I'm traveling somewhere, probably, just be driving and showcasing something like that. Or if I go to a place and I feel as though it's something that I want to share, then I'll share it. Because probably you have family members or friends who probably would want to enjoy it, things like that. Just basic stuff, nothing too much in my business. Even though I don't really have that much to share, but I try to just make it be some place that you can come and hang out and you have content to watch, and everybody's alright. I understand less is best. That's how I see it. So as long as I'm giving more of nursing content, then we're good. You understand? And that's just it. So that's the idea behind my page, as well as I want to do a lot of charity work. I feel like every time I come on the live, I always talk about it. I always talk about all of this that I'm explaining. But then, different day, different people. So, but yeah, so I want to do a lot of charity work. I want to do community work. So that's a part of my plan for my page as well, my YouTube page, is to give back to different communities, see how I can actually help. I want to start with my community back in Jamaica, or my in Jamaica, and then from there can expand it and reach more persons in different parts of the world. Fingers crossed, and I'm being optimistic, and that's how I'm looking at it. So, if things work out according to plan, then we're good. We are good. So that's everything related to why I want to do content creation and what I want to do, or what I want to do for a community, my people. I want to just be helping people. I think I've done enough of bedside nursing, or nursing in general, where you're always just getting up every day, working that 7 to 7 shift, things like that. Yeah, and you just get a chance to see in the hospital setting. Now I get to see them in the community setting, which is good. I can advocate for them and try to do a little bit more on their behalf, even though some days they feel as though you can't really do anything much because of how the system is set up. You understand? But I can only do what I can, and that's it. So I feel as though I want to do more, try to reach more by doing something, you know, that I personally want to lead out in, and that's it. Luminous, how are you doing? You know, I said I was gonna try and call you today though. Daniel 67. What's up with 67, Daniel? You type in 67. Oh no, 25 years? No, I'm gonna reach 25 years worth of working. I've been working since 2012. So 2012 to what? 2012 to now is roughly what? 13 years? 13 years and counting. 13 and a half years I've been working. Yeah, I'm gonna reach 25 years yet. Well, thank you. I know me look nice. I me look young, even though I have a grey hair in them. A people. I don't reach so far yet in nursing, but I don't want to be like, you know, working as a nurse for 25 years. Nothing is wrong with it, but I just want to do something different. You know, I just want to do something different. 25 years, if you're working as a nurse for 25 years, I just feel like you're going to be burnt out. And then depending on, you know, the area that you're working in, because if you're in administration or, you know, something like that, but even though I feel as though I would fit in with admin, I know, I just think I go bored. You understand? I just feel as though I'm going to be bored. So I don't think I would do that. You have to do something that you're going to love. And that's just it. So admin is just not my thing. Yeah, but I'm going to reach 25 years as yet in nursing. You know, yeah. Oh, what's up with the 67 though, Daniel Wheatley? What's up with the 67? Thank you so much, Dash, for doing that. Yeah. Give back to the community. How are you? Challenge. Maybe Daniel is 60. Oh, maybe Daniel is 67 years old. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the 67 is. You know, sometimes persons come and they just write some things, some random things, and try to throw you off your game. I don't know if Daniel is one of those persons. Yeah. You know, you just have to kind of clown out some of the people sometimes. Yeah, you just have to behave a certain way sometimes and be like, okay then. Like a lot of times people come on the page and I think they're trying to say things, thinking that, okay then. You just kind of turn the table, you know, you just flip it around and just put them on the, you know, see that they want the recognition. You just recognize them, you understand? Just recognize them. I don't think Daniel is one of them though, but so just saying, a lot of times people will come onto the chat and they'll be saying some things, and I'm like, okay, then let me just welcome this person to my chat, to my live. And once you start welcoming them and you start talking with them, like, you know, you recognize them, you realize that they start talking back to you, and whatever they initially had started out with in terms of their chat is like they change. They make a complete change in terms of, you know, the narrative of what they are initially wanting to present to you. And so I always just have to laugh, you understand? Because if they feel as though they're going to come on my page and just continue writing and make me ignore them or block them, no, I'm not block them. I'm not blocking them, you know. Everybody can change. I'm not going to block them. I'm not going to block them. Well, I block one today. Yeah. But most of the time, I'm not going to block them. But I just let them continue to talk, and then from there, let me join. Oh, you're gonna join in as membership? Okay, I'm working on that. I'm working on all of the different little things that's supposed to be happening on my page. So bear with me, all right? But that would be nice, though. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of persons to. I'm trying to create. You know, as I say, I'm doing the NCLEX or study sessions. I realize that a lot of nurses, they do come on, and I don't know, some of them say that some of the things that I discussed, they've never heard it before. I don't know if it just make me feel good or what. Yeah, I understand, but it seems as though the live chats have been, you know, the study sessions have been good. You understand? Because I have a lot of persons who have been requesting. But then after a while, I can't be sitting down for 4 hours, you know, every day or 2 times out of the week, be giving out free information. Eventually, you know, you have to market yourself, and then eventually you have to build a business. That's how life is. So I feel as though after is Orion.
That's the toy car.
Oh, the toy car. Okay. After a certain time, you know, you can only give so much, and then you have to turn this thing into a business, because that's how life is. You understand? Everybody wants to be independent. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. So if I have a content, or if I have something that I want to share and I feel as though it's worth a price, I'm going to put a price tag to it. But I'm definitely going to be giving out, you know, something free from before, you know, from earlier. Yeah, so I'm working on all of those things. So that way, at least you guys can have an idea of what, you know, is being offered on the page, and go ahead and subscribe. And if you want certain content, then definitely it's available to you and everybody else, you know. So that's just it. So I'm working on that. Is Orion? I don't have the YouTube Kids on that phone, sorry. No, I'm using the other phone. I think it's around the map here. Yeah, so that's just it. So I'm creating the content, and then I'll eventually, you know, put it out there, and then at least you'll have more content to purchase, or whatever it is that you want to do. Alright, but definitely, especially for the international nurses, persons who are going to be transitioning, if that opens up, or if persons are going to be still wanting to recruit nurses, because, you know, with all of the things that are going on with immigration and all, I think there is going to be a significant decline in companies recruiting from overseas. That's just how I feel. Because if you realize, you know, the price tag that is attached to a lot of things, if you want a H-1B visa, you know, it's gonna be something like $100,000 per person. How many companies are gonna be out there willing to do that? Or even if they are available, that companies out there wanting to do that, how much money are they making to be taking up, you know, the amount of nurses that they were taking up at one point? So I feel as though that is gonna cut down a little bit. Alright, it's gonna cut down a little bit. But either way, persons still want to study for their NCLEX. Persons still want to have, you know, information. So I'm gonna create the information and have it in a package where you guys can actually get that. Pardon me? Yeah, I have a few persons from Kenya. I have a few persons from Kenya and Nigeria that comes onto my live. But every time the live is going on, I think it's probably around like after 2, 3:45. And there's one guy, I don't know if he's on. No, I don't think he's on because he's usually pretty active on my TikTok page. Like when it comes on to the question and answer, being there on the live, he's there sitting through for the entire 4 hours. And even when I think that, you know, they're tired, no, the people that are tired, he is like wanting to learn. So, yeah, I know definitely there are a lot of persons who are still wanting information, and that's fine. And that's why I'm here. That's why I created the page, because I remember when I was transitioning to the States, there wasn't much of a content creator that was from the Caribbean that I could actually reach out to. And that's what I want. I want persons to be able to reach out to somebody, especially for persons who are from the Caribbean, or, you know, you understand each other a little bit better. Because, you know, sometimes when people tell you that, oh, the grass is greener on the other side, you know, the grass is greener to them is different from your, you know, what you're thinking. Because when I was coming here, it was something like that. Somebody would say, oh, the house look good. And I'm not from, like, you know, the perfect home or anything like that, but there's certain things you're going to be expecting if you're going to be going to a first world country. There's certain things you're going to be looking forward to or expecting. And so, you know, when somebody tell you that and that person is not from your culture, or them not understand you or things that, you know, your culture is all about, it's a little bit different for, ouch, it's a little bit different, you know, when it comes on to them telling you that, oh, this is how it's going to be, versus you finding somebody who already know that, okay, the Caribbean people like this, you know, these kind of things about, you know, a home or, you know, the community. And so when they tell you that, oh, this is what is being offered, or this is how it is, at least I feel a little bit more comfortable with that. You understand? And especially with the fact that I have experienced it, I can always use my experience to kind of guide people. That's what I envision for my page, and that's what I am trying to offer to persons out there who need, you know, somebody to talk in real life that is probably from the Caribbean, or, you know, probably from Africa, where, you know, I might not have visited Africa before, or they might not have visited Jamaica, but there probably are some similarities in certain things that we do. So when I tell you that, yeah, the workplace, you know, it's not somewhere that you definitely want to go as a, you know, a black person, or it's not somewhere you definitely want to be working as an international nurse. You know, more than likely you'll go with the person who have already experienced it or have some insight into that kind of environment, versus somebody who is just, you know, over here probably in an office, has no experience with working in that kind of environment, and just telling you something because they're selling you the perfect American dream. Hope that makes sense. So that's what the whole page is, you know, is about as well. Oh, this and all. Mafia, good morning. Good evening to you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alright, so you wanted to be a Dr. Dash? Or you still want to? Definitely, you're never too late to learn, you know. I've seen a lot of persons graduating, and, you know, that gives a lot of people hope. I've seen a lot of persons graduating from college. Some persons getting their GED. Some persons are getting their masters, their bachelors of science late in life. So there's always hope. The problem is whether or not you're going to be able to practice. So depending on the age group, you know, I have this lady who is, I think she was like 59, asking me if, you know, it's too late to go back to nursing school. And I'm like scratching my head, and I say, honestly, no, you know, you can't go to nursing school, but are you going to be able to practice? That is the thing. Are you going to be able to practice after you graduate? Understand? So it's never too late to go back to school. But if you want to be practicing as a nurse, you know, a doctor, or in any area before the age of retirement, you just have to think about it. Realistically, is it something that is still worth it for you? If it is a case where you just want to have the degree, then that's different. You understand, to say that you definitely did it. I did it. I made it to, college, or I made it to high school, because probably nobody else in your family has done it, and you want to, kind of set the trend, and that's understandable. Go and get it. But in terms of if you're going to be practicing at a time when you're almost 1 year close to retirement, like, that doesn't make sense. You understand? So it depends on how you look at it. Yeah, there's another road I could actually drive on. This one is a little bit bumpy. But it's less traffic. Alright, less traffic on this road. I'm coming like country. Yeah, it's country. You can see horses. People have horses on them farm. Yeah, but it's quiet. Quiet and nice. I'm from country. I'm a country girl, and I like the quietness. I don't have a problem with the busy life, but can't deal with the noise and all them stuff there. So just like how people are living in Brooklyn or different places in the US here, and you can hear sirens every second going off, and traffic and all of that. They couldn't deal with it, sorry. Couldn't deal with it. I like the quietness of, country life. So, let me show you. I'm gonna turn my camera and let you see country. Oh, hold on there. The road is like, no car not coming behind me. It's a country life. So this is the back road over to the thing now. That's Orion. Huh? Orientation is locked. I don't know how to get the orientation. I think the orientation, I don't know if you're seeing it properly. But this is like the back road. The other road is like super, super busy. And yeah. So, which direction are you guys seeing it from? Are you seeing it? Are you turning your head the other direction to see the video? I no car not behind me. Because it says that the orientation is locked. Rotate device back. If I rotate it, then this is the best stuff. Sorry, I think there is something that is blocking this thing here. So, but I don't know. I think it's locked in the rotation lock. I mean, no hope to unlock it. But this is the country road, the back road. Yeah, it's quiet and peaceful. Then again, everywhere peaceful until you hear about something happening, So, but this reminds me more of home. All right. All right. So back to me. All right. So that's my country road. All right. Ouch. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Really, it's dangerous. So yeah, it's pretty quiet. The only thing I wish is that there was more trees. You could actually go outside and just go underneath a tree. Yeah, the trees them are small. The trees them very small, and yeah, and the sun hot down here, so you know how that goes. You stay in a house most of the time. Not all the time. Not all the time you stay in the house. But there be a little area you can go and sit and do whatever. But it's hot some days. Hot some days. But it's fine. This is a New Mexico license state. Yeah, that's one thing I love about down here. It's very, very clean. Very, very clean. I think I see one of my neighbors, I don't know what happened with their garbage bin, but folks came to pick up garbage. I don't know if it was because they put all four garbage bins together. The two neighbors decided to, because they parked cars on the side, they decided to put the garbage bin very close. I don't know if probably because one or two of them wasn't closed properly. The folks from solid waste came and didn't pick up any of the garbage. And look at they find them. They leave some yellow tags on their bin. So one of them so upset, jumped in his car with his yellow piece of paper. I said, no, sir. Lord have his mercy. But, it's quiet. I like it. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Alright. And it depends on where, because Texas is so big. It's so big. So it depends on where you decide to go and live. Yeah. Depends on where you decide to go and live. But it's huge and in the city area, you probably don't have no space to walk or park cars or probably have to park on the roadside all the time. Things like that. And the one just like in New York, a lot of people tend to park on the side of the road and then you have to be timing whenever it's winter, you have to be timing the people that is sowing the snow. We don't have time for that. Every winter, we don't have time for that one. I remember when I was living in Maine, I made sure I got a place that had covered parking. Made sure I got a place because country girl, Jamaican girl, Caribbean girl, don't know how to close snow. So why the sense me going to come up here and find a place that don't have covered parking and then me have to go flow? Mm-mm. No. So I was just it. That was just it. So yeah. Alrighty. You gotta. There's a place. There's online. There's so many places you can look. It depends on where you want to go. Depends on where you want to go. Because they have Zillow. You can look on Zillow. Zillow. You can also look on apartments.com. What else? There's so many places that you can online that you can look on. So it depends on where you want to go. Then you just research that community and see. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. I just seen the one about the police officer. Yeah, so it depends on where you want to go. There is always, you can always look them up and do virtual tours, things like that, to see what the place is like, and then, you decide if it is something that you're interested in. But me can't find a place for you, all right? I cannot find a place for you. Come, Zarian. Anyways, I'm gonna go in and oh God, and then I'm gonna start getting my hair finished. Try to do my hair. Can I have my phone, please? Maybe you want it. So you don't want the Chick-fil-A? You want the Chick-fil-A or you want the phone? Oh, you want Chick-fil-A and the phone? Give me my phone, please. Hold on to this. Hold on to Chick-fil-A. How me drive now? What's up with my driving? Oh, Luminous, you're here? You're still here? What's up with my driving? Me not turn off the live no more. Still up on my live. I do my braids. Because YouTube is my baby, you know. YouTube is my baby. Yes, Orion.
Yesterday, I saw the bottom one out laughing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Damaged the damaged it.
Damage what?
The, and yesterday, in February, that one was this one.
Okay. Come, come, come. Coffee shoes. Um, all right then. Well, mommy. Okay, no problem. Luminous. Yeah. Go charge this phone and then charge this phone and then I'm gonna go and try finish up my braids. So, but thank you though, Dash. Mm-hmm. Laurie, go take off your shoes. Why you wearing these shoes inside? Yeah, so give me about 10 minutes. I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna, well, I don't think I can do that because then the live is gonna cut off and I don't want to cut off the live. All right, let me go ahead and eat. Smells like chicken cook. So you know my belly empty right about now. Um, yeah. Yesterday, what did I have for yesterday? I had some vegetarian something yesterday to eat. And there's Ariane. Did you wash your hands? I can't smell it. I can't smell the food from a mile. Mm-hmm. I'm on a live. I don't want to end my life as yet. So I'm gonna do my all right, let me go ahead and where am I going to put to know? Where am I going to put to know? All right, I'm gonna mute it for a minute. All right. I mean, we're supposed to mute and I'm should not play a music, but then I get me play the music and then YouTube ding my video. So hang around. All right. Just hang around. Let me put this up here so I can charge it in the meantime. So hang around. I will be back. I'm gonna eat some food and come back. You can always circle the page and come back to. All right. There's Ariane. I'm turn the camera off. So, so uh okay, let's go eat. All right. I'll be back. Oh, let me put a little comment here. How am I do this again? Pin comment. How am I put a comment in? Oh, pin message. How do I do this? I'll be back. All right. Let the live see. I guess so. Next one. Dorian, what you doing with my phone? Oh, probably can actually play one of my. What you doing with my phone? No, go turn on the TV. Leave my phone alone. Hi. I'm gonna eat it. So, oh, this one again. God, I'm going to go outside and do my hair. Hi. Who is here? Who is here now? Light dull. I'm gonna eat my dinner. So I'm eating dumpling. I'm having dumpling and cornmeal dumpling. Cornmeal dumpling and rice. A bunch of mix up in the plate. Trying to eat my vegetable. I have boiled dumpling. Tell them I like boiled dumpling. So this is dumpling. So it's actually cornmeal dumpling. It's actually cornmeal dumpling and so flour, cornmeal, and you boil it. And having chicken. It's supposed to be brown stew chicken with curry. A little carrot in there. It actually tastes good. And rice and peas. I'll try my plate, but might eat out of my son's plate. Because he carry it hold everything in a one. So that's why I'm not showing my plate. I'm going to show you my plate. Alright. Just easy to carry around. Yeah, so I have brown stew chicken. And I have boiled dumpling. And I have a little rice and peas. It's supposed to be, it's rice and peas. And some raw vegetable. Yeah. So I have everything in there. So the rice and peas are from yesterday. And then my mommy cooked dumpling today. And chicken. I had chicken nuggets. I had chicken nuggets, vegetarian chicken nuggets yesterday with rice and peas. And I said today no. So it's a mixture of everything in my plate. You gone? Alright then, no problem. So that's my plate. Yeah man, no problem. Not a problem. I'll be on the live because I'm gonna do my hair when I'm finished. I'm gonna go outside though and do it. But they're not that hot today. Some days it's just too hot outside. Can't bother. Yeah. So you know you eat everything. You mix everything together and you eat it. And you have to have enough gravy in your plate to eat the dumpling. Mm-hmm. Hi JK, how are you doing? I can't share my dinner. Cannot share it. Mm? Yeah, I'm soon finish. Soon done. You know when you're eating on live, you have to eat dainty looking, I guess. Mm. Okay. You may eat dumpling, cornmeal dumpling. I eat cornmeal dumpling, rice and peas, lettuce, tomato, string bean, and stewed chicken. Mm-hmm. Where you from, JK? Where you joining in from, JK? I am here from. Okay, I'm hear you. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. All right. I'm having dumpling, rice and peas, brown stew chicken, string bean, lettuce and tomato. And some juice. Yeah. And that's my dinner. And don't talk about me playing Mr. Marvin. Because you mix up. Leave me play it alone. My son play it. Two mix up. You gotta make everybody beautiful in the boss. JK. Huh? No, it's not a one pot menu. Just put it on one plate. Or one dish. The food is good in a dash. The food tastes good. Yeah. I have dumpling. Dumpling, boiled dumpling, cornmeal dumpling. We'll see. Oh, you're gonna get pizza? Okay. I'm not a pizza fan. I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite. I don't like it. Just eat it for eating's sake. And carrot. And chicken. And have a lot of gravy. Kind of got heavy on the gravy a while ago and didn't realize. So, yeah. Sister Butler, how are you doing? I will, or I am. Yeah, one day, it's on my bucket list. Mm-hmm. Just going to get a pizza dash, or you change your mind? Hopefully, I don't know if it's this year or probably early next year. Sister Butler. Thank you, you too. Yeah. I hope you're feeling okay though.
Mommy.
It's alright.
I thought you were outside.
No, I'm not outside. Go finish eating. Close the door, Zari.
Why?
Because I said so.
Yeah, but why? Why had to close the door?
Thank you. These kids nowadays, you see.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I heard about it. I'm happy that you're getting feeling much better though. And keep you in my prayers. Yeah, I will tell her. I'll say hi to her for you. Yeah, she just done cook my dinner. Mm-hmm. Anyways, the best part of my chicken is the part with the bone. Alright. I'm not gonna show my bone on the live here. So I'm gonna step away for a few minutes and I'll be back and then I'll start my hair. Alright. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I love chicken back when I was much younger. Because it have a lot of bone. I really like the meat part of the chicken. All right, I'll be back again. Not gonna be gone for too long. Yeah, I'll be back. Let me go and finish my chicken. All right, and I'll be back to do the live. Finish up the live. bring this charger. Hi. I'm gonna need somewhere to put this. Alright. Where am I gonna put this thing? I need a phone stand or something. Oh shucks. I'm in the wrong section. Uh-oh, sorry. I'm in the wrong section. Hi. It's repositioning something. Oh lordy. I need this up here. Bear with me, please. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm setting up to finish my hair. As promised. I can't find a suitable spot. I'm gonna have to probably get a phone stand or something to put the phone on. Trying to see where I can put this phone. I'm gonna have to get a stand because it's charging. My phone is charging at the same time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a stand. see if this will work. I'm gonna have to just rest it right there. Alrighty. Hi, how are you doing? So we're gonna try and finish the braids. I started it yesterday, but then I had to work this morning, so I'm gonna try and finish it up before the weekend. I'm trying to find a place to put my other phone. Alright, I'm gonna put this down over here. Yeah. All of my phone batteries are like low on charge. Okay, I can put it there. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to reposition myself a little bit. Again. Alright, so I'll leave that one there. How can I do this? Okay, looks more like it. Alright, I'm doing a live. We're still on the live. Alright. Hola, hola, hola. How are you guys doing? I'm not doing a nursing live today though. Melissa, how are you doing? You sleep well? No, you got your bed late last night. You slept well? Let me send out this live to a few persons and see who will join. I think Renee's in school. Well, after hours now. I'm going to send her. Yeah. But I started the braids yesterday. I don't know how many persons were on the live yesterday. Oh goodness. I'm trying to get this phone. I'm trying to get the phones them actually like side by side. And okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't wait this morning. Well, I did got up probably like around after 5. I said I was gonna try and exercise. I was gonna exercise, but then I remember say, oh no, I have my notes, so I started doing the notes instead. So I got, I think about 3 notes done at that time. So, and then I missed an email regarding some patients for today. So I said, all right, then you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead, get ready, and then go and see those patients. When I get home, I'll probably just finish up my braids. But I wanted to finish up last night after the live, but may I tell you, I was so tired. I was so tired in the latter part of the live. Thank you for the heart me. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then over the weekend, at least Sunday, I can do my notes on Sunday. Feel coarser than what I left it at yesterday. All right. So I'm gonna take off this. I'm gonna put in my little moisturizer. Let me take out that some of my ears. Yeah. So I put a little moisturizer. I have buff hair or tough hair. My hair is tough, coarse. Oh, probably has enough hair. Oh. Yeah, I have a lot of hair on my head. Holy, me have funny. Even though some days me think it's like, you know, it drop off. Yeah. But I was blessed with, you know, a lot of hair. I was blessed with a lot of hair. I don't have any intention of doing anything with it. Keep it natural still. Even though it's hard to, you know, I'm not going to say maintain. But yeah. It's hard to deal with a lot of times. Hard. But I get the work done, you know. I get the work done. Nevertheless, after a while, when you start working with your own hair, you know what you do after a while. So, apart from, you know, the natural hair and what you see on TikTok and YouTube here, there's nothing else I can do. Nothing else. Or I've done to the hair before. It's always just, and it's of recent, like I started wearing braids, like the faux locks. I'm always just the twist out and, you know, and that's it. Started faux locks in COVID. I love it, and so I'm just stick with it. All right. Well, for persons who are wondering what kind of hair, because somebody's gonna ask that, are you probably wondering? Yeah, it's Expression. This one. All right. Expression Outre. They have the kinky curly one that you can get. So, but I use that one because that's the one I use for my faux locks. So just cut it in half. You can cut it in 3 depending on the length. And then use it. So depending on how, short you want it, then you can decide. All right. But how are you guys doing? How is your Friday going? You know, I'm going to do a live. I'm not going to talk in the live though. I say, because we know me talk a lot. So I'm going to do a live and just, just be working. Just do the work. Yeah. Oh, let me put some. I say I'm not going to be talking in the live. See if I can do it. I don't think I'll be able to do it. Because it's like me going to look at you and you guys going to look at me. That don't make no sense right about now. Not true. That make no sense. All right, and I'm not a hairdresser, so if you see me doing it wrong, then, please understand. You having a rough day, Shells? You get beat up from last night? Eh? Was it the questions from last night or just work? All right, let's see how I do this. I hope you'll have a wonderful, weekend though. As I say, I don't really know how to catch it like how the ladies at the hairdresser do it. So this is just my little way. And I can't show you because if I show you, then my fingers are going to twist up and you're not going to come out properly. So I have to kind of refocus and not think about what I'm doing to get it. All right. Okay. Yesterday I was trying to show somebody on the live how to do it. I'm going to tell you, it wouldn't work. I couldn't get it. But it's actually 3 strand at the root and then I twist it 2 strand. Alright, so you have to try to figure out how to do the 3 strand at the root because I can't show you on the live here. Or you have to go onto YouTube and look at that. Alright. Because how I do it, I start off with 2 from my natural hair and then I'll add the faux locks, not the faux locks, the braids here as a 3rd one and then just plait it in. Alright, so I'm going to try to put a little moisture in the braid so that way it doesn't feel too trashy or dry and it falls nicely. Alright, because even though you're having the fake hair, you don't want it to look that fake. Not true? Yeah, I don't want it to look that fake. I want it to look like mine, so this kind of gives it a nice finish or look. And then from there, and then I'll just cut it. Yeah, these flies are annoying. Alright, and then this is it. It looks alright. It's alright for me. Can't wear. Yeah, understand? That's the most important. Alright, the next one. So you working tomorrow, Shells? Or Shells is blessed? Or Melissa? You guys working tomorrow? Yeah, you working? Uh-oh, hush. Hush. Usually when I was working on the weekend, not weekends, but on Fridays. On Fridays, if I know that I'm not working the next day, oh my word. It's like the day could be very rough, difficult. No, so I'm not gonna let it burden me down because I know that the shift is gonna end soon. You understand? But if I know that I'm gonna be working the next day and I have a busy day on Friday, oh my word. It's like my entire weekend just ruined. Yeah. Alright, so The entire weekend just get ruined. And if you're gonna attempt this, do not attempt it with, you know, nails. Because you're gonna have a hard time and probably you'll give up. Alright, so make sure your fingernails are low cut or trim in order to get the braid started. Alright. So but my day wasn't bad. I just went and saw, I had 7 patients, but then I was heading to the 5th and the 6th patient. No, the 6th and the 7th patient. I never saw them. Traffic, too much traffic was in Dallas, so I can't bother. So I say, you know what? It's not like they knew that I was coming. I was just gonna go and see them because I was close by, and I can stop by their house anytime because they said they're always home. So I was gonna go over there and look for them. I said, no, sir, I'm gonna have the energy. The traffic was just too much. Hey, Val. The traffic was just too much, and yeah, I'm a little hungry too. So, you know what? I said, let's just call it a day. I'll see them next week. Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Kerr, for the follow. And thank you guys for tuning in. If you can tap up the screen for me, that would be nice. Exercise those little fingers. All right. Don't let any arthritis take over your big finger. Thank you for doing that. All right. Oh, and remember to do your daily heart meals. And what else? Daily heart meals. Follow me here. You can write a comment as well. And what else they say? There's one more thing. Oh, share. All right. And that's engagement. So if you have a page and you're trying to grow on it, if you're not doing those things, you're not going to grow. TikTok is a page that you can't be selfish on, because if you're selfish, you're not going to grow your page. And that's just it. You have to understand the algorithm. So they tell you what to do. They say give you a heart me, and you claim all your rewards them. All right. So make sure you're doing those to grow your page as well. So you're not only benefiting me, you'll benefit from it. All right. All righty. Thank you. Yes, Simone, I am still at it. Last night I went on the live a little bit late because I was trying to figure out how to do the front part. I did got on the live though. I did put some big jumbo twist in the front and just kind of pull them together, put on a little makeup and call it a day with my glasses, you know. I'll make sure my eyebrow look nice. And that was it. But yeah, after I went in, I was having a hard time accepting the fact that I was going to have to put on a head covering because the front wasn't done at the time. And I never really liked the little, you know, the ketchup that we had, the, what you call it, pony. Yeah, I never like it. So I was trying to find something else. But I'm just starting though. I'm just starting here. Since, you know, this is it for today. I haven't really done anything much because I was working, and then I said, all right, then I'm gonna do it. I want to finish it for tonight, so I don't want to be doing this for the next day or so. I want to focus on something else. All right, so remember guys, go ahead and follow me here. You can also subscribe to my YouTube page. I do have my full live contents on those pages, or on that page. All right, so for all the videos with the NCLEX questions, prep, all of those things, definitely go over there. You can sit down, listen, you know, answer questions at your own pace. All right. And we do our live for NCLEX or RENR or for nursing questions on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. until, you know, until the eyes them close. Yeah, until 11 thereabout, because we try to do about 100 questions. We're trying to do them by systems and try to cover as much as we possibly can regarding the NCLEX, you know, um, the template, or the, what do you call it again? The outline for the NCLEX. All right, so we try to get pharmacology questions for cardiovascular, pediatrics, med surge, touch on everything for that night regarding that. All right. So we're not only focusing on just the question, but we try to look at the, the answers, the options, and try to read on those and broaden our knowledge. So feel free to come over and join and share your knowledge as well with us. So it's pretty interactive. All right, it's pretty interactive. And you can also join me at 5:30 for to ride a little Peloton bike in the morning, trying to drop some weight. So yeah, you can come over, and if you're riding as well, or if you're exercising, you can send a request on TikTok. All right, and join me, and so we can actually be, we can be partners exercising, because some of us need company, Yeah, man, some persons need company to exercise, whether or not you're walking, you're cycling, you're running, just not laying in bed. Some of us need company to exercise and lose that weight. So feel free to go ahead and send me a request on TikTok if you're one of those persons. But 5:30 for me, and Texas here is what I'm working with. All right. All right. Ban, that's you. Which one? The one that is cycling in the morning, or need the motivation, the extra motivation? Okay, we have to start from somewhere, You have to start from somewhere. If every day you look at yourself and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow will never come. You understand? Or it will do come, but you're going to keep on putting it off. So you just have to try, each one reach one. That's what I always say. So you just have to try. So whatever you can do, you do it. Just try not to be lying in bed and hoping that the weight will drop, because it's not going to drop. We're just going, start adding up. I'm 299 and want to lose weight. 50, okay. All right, that's fine. As I say, you can come on at 5:30. I have another young man who is riding the bicycle, so I'll try to wake him up at 5:30 as well. And if it means that you're going to be walking is a good exercise. And a lot of times we might look at it and say, oh, I'm not fit, so I can't start exercising. But walking is a really, really good exercise. The other day I was walking, and I tell you, I was just paying attention to my phone. Like, I think it was on a live. And I was surprised when I was finished doing the walk. It was almost 650. It was like 2 hours I was walking for. And I burned like 650 calories. So it does work. All right, so you don't have to be on the bicycle. You don't have to be going to the gym. You don't have to be lifting weights, You just do something, and hopefully you'll start sweating. And that's what I say. Like, when I exercise, I don't try to keep up with the trainer. You understand? I try as much as I possibly can, but if I cannot, I just can't. You understand? But the most important thing is when I go there, I want to know that my heart rate, I try to keep my heart rate above 180, and I'm sweating. As long as I'm doing that, I'm good. You understand? And then I set a goal for 250 calories for the day. So if I do 5 days, 250 calories, that is what? That is a decent amount of calories, you understand? For the week. So how much you eat in a one sandwich? You eat a sandwich, and the sandwich carry probably like 1,200 calories or more. You understand? And you eat that once. How much time you eat that for the week? You eat that probably like 5 times a week. You understand? You eat that 5 times for the week, and the calories not going anywhere. So, just kind of push yourself to at least doing the walk and see if that will help. And then each day, you just add it up. You understand? And that's it. Let's start from the small things and try to make adjustments at the same time. Like me, like I know I love juice. I love juice. And I'm trying my best to avoid juice. But there are days when, I'm just like everybody else. You feel for something nice, you feel for something sweet. You understand? So, but I'm trying my best, one step at a time. Try to be consistent with the cycling, and then me attack the food. I understand, and see if I can cut down on that. But then my diet is a little bit tricky because Jamaican or Caribbean people, they have a lot of carbohydrates, starch in their diet. So it's kind of hard to do that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work towards it. Live Shines, welcome. How are you doing? I'm gonna be doing it, so yeah. And I'm doing it for, just staying healthy. I want it to be a part of, my lifestyle. I don't want it to be a case where I get too old and then I'm thinking about, trying to correct my cholesterol levels, my sugar levels. No. So I'm trying to stay consistent with at least riding a bicycle. And then from there. So it's something I'm cutting bread, sugar, and juice. I wanna cut rice, but it's hard. I know the rice is something that we struggle with. Yeah. The rice is something that we struggle with. They have you ever thought about quinoa? Can try quinoa. Oh Lord, I don't know if me never cook it properly or what, but you can try it. Try it and then come back and tell me how it go. But you can try quinoa. I was trying that for a little bit, but it never really worked out. It tasted like it kind of smelled like chicken feeding. Oh my word. I never liked it, and it just was, I don't know, probably I never prepared it properly, but I did put enough things in it that would make it a little bit, well, I don't know, it never tastes good at all. It never tastes good at all, but you can try that. And you probably can add other things to it that I don't know. Probably I never do it properly because when people do it, I tend to see them add like a lot of things to it. But I just cook it raw, like, there wasn't anything else in it, and it just never tastes good. Even though I had the, like gravy with it and all, it just never tastes good. For me, that is. But other persons do enjoy it. So, as I say, just try it and see if it is something that you will like. All right. Because my taste bud and your taste bud are two different taste bud. All right. So, try that. Hey, Life Shines. All right. So try that. But they have like, different substitute that you can do. Or get one of those little containers. They have some containers online. So at least you don't have to feel like you're cutting out your, the food that you love. But at least you can cut down on the portion size. So you can always do that. There are some persons who just cut down on the portion size and then incorporate that with their exercise and still drop weight. You understand? So, yeah. And do a lot of baked chicken and all of that stuff. Try and avoid the fry, anything that has too much oil. Try and avoid that. All right. Oh, so if you're new here, I know there's a few persons on the live here. When I top up the live now, top up the live. Just top up the little live now. Please, may I beg you no? Do I have to beg? That's why young ladies don't beg. Please, can you go ahead and just top up the live? Yeah, just tap up the live. It's not gonna hurt. Nobody's gonna know that you tap the well, yeah, I'm going to know. But let me just remind you, it's okay to tap the live, all right? Just tap up the live. It's gonna send out, just think of it. It's an algorithm. So the more you tap, the more it gets, out into the world. All right. So other persons can come over and hang out. So even though probably ThinkNursing is probably not your kind of vibe, at least you're probably one of your friend vibe. You understand? You don't know. You you might not know. So you might be here because of my braids, which I really do appreciate you taking the time out to stop. But you might have a friend in your friend list that is interested in nursing and just want to hear somebody else's opinion about it. So just tap up the little live, all right? I'll make sure you follow as well. All right, that's all I'm asking. All right, so yeah. So, but I was saying, for persons who are not familiar with me, my name is Stacy. All right, Stacy, and to be exact. Originally from Jamaica. I feel like every time I come on the live, I talk about this. I'm originally from Jamaica, but that's fine because every day it's, different people. I'm originally from Jamaica. I was trained in Jamaica as a nurse. I spent 4 years working there. Did a lot of emergency room, nursing. I was an emergency room nurse back home. Then I moved to the States in 2016. I got here through a recruiting company. So you can always ask me about that as well. So I got here with a recruiting company, completed a contract, went back to school, and did my master's, working as a house call nurse practitioner. So I was working in the hospitals here as a emergency room nurse as well. So I was doing traveling for a while. And then, after a while, the Lord just decided that, you kind of get too comfortable now. So I'm saying, it's your time now to go out into, the world and work as a nurse practitioner. So here I am. So I talk a lot about, my nursing journey, or, if you have questions regarding transitioning, I do answer questions regarding that on my live at 7, or you can always inbox me on TikTok. All right, because sometimes, we want to ask certain questions. We don't want everybody to know our business. Yeah, because we have some friends who are just nosy. So so you can always go ahead and inbox me and I will answer your questions, your concerns. All right, I'm pretty transparent. All right. So feel free to go ahead and ask those questions. So as I say, I work as a house call nurse practitioner. I love nursing, but some days, honestly, it's depressing, especially in the community setting. A lot of times you might see the patients coming in and them prim and proper, because them relative put them well together. Yeah, man. But when you go into the communities, it's them looking pop down and need additional help. Yeah, that is very depressing. So it's a total different, when you go out there, it's totally different from what I was seeing in the emergency room. And as I say, some days my heart it pains my heart, just seeing the patients in that kind of setting, and knowing that, we have relatives there who can help, don't want to help, but then we come to a hospital and expect that we're supposed to be giving the best. Not saying that we're not giving the best, but sometimes we kind of fall short on one and two things: cutting the toenail, putting the pillow underneath, the head, rubbing the shoulder, them things there, and we get so upset about it. But it's even worse now that I'm going in the homes of these patients where they have family members and them not doing anything for them. You understand? But anyways, I talk about those. And I just share the good side and the bad side about nursing. I also want to do my podcast where I want to share, talk with nurses, have them come in and share, a day in the life without the Stanley Cup and the name brand sneakers and the name brand scrubs. Yes, I want to talk with them so we can have a real idea of what nurses are going through. All right. So things like that. I also want to give back to community, so I'm working on that. So my page is on YouTube, so definitely feel free to go on my YouTube page, subscribe. And if you're among the few that are millionaires or billionaires, yeah, man, there's a lot of communities out there that definitely have a lot of patients currently that needs a lot of things. Them need bed, them need wheelchair, them need prescription, them need food. So definitely you can inbox me and be a part of the charity. All right. So I try every now and again to buy a little grocery when we can and just bring it to one and two of them. Some of them need them house clean. Can't do that one day still though. Yeah, can't do that one day at all. But if we have the money and the resources to get other persons who, you have some people who like dirty work. Yeah, man, you have some persons who won't care. You have some persons who love to clean. Yeah, definitely. We can find those persons who have a love to do that part. All right. I love nursing, and I tell you, there are certain things I can tolerate in nursing, but there's some that I'm not so strong. I'm not so strong to do it. But a lot of them, they need the help. So as I say, if you're a millionaire, billionaire, and you're passing through, definitely hit me up, all right? Definitely hit me up. Some persons need them prescription. They can't find $10, you know. Can't find $10 for 90-day supply of medication. That's how bad it is some days. All right, so I want to give back, you know, help different communities, not only here in the States, but back in Jamaica where I'm from. So that's everything behind my page. All right. So definitely go over there and follow me. And if you have input, you can always, you know, as I say, can always send a message. I think I have a number on YouTube as well. You can always inbox me. So just in case, you know, you have any suggestion or you want to take a trip to Jamaica years from now. Well, let me not say years from now. I'm going to speak into being. Yeah, in the upcoming year when, you know, things are up and running and we can actually go down and do 1 and 2 community service, things like that. Yeah. What's the recommendation for someone just entering nursing school? Be willing to learn, all right? Be willing to learn, regardless of your age. You're not too old to learn. You know, every day you learn something new. So you have to just be open-minded. And if it is something that you definitely love, then, you know, you will do well. If you're going in there for the money, honestly, yes, money is in nursing, but that's not it. You understand? That's not it. Just going there to make a change, advocate for your patient. All right, advocate for your patient. And yeah, don't follow the hype. All right, don't follow the hype. Just go in and be you, and that's it. All right. Oh, thank you for the follow. Not a problem, Gabs. Oh, Life Shines, you're Jamaican too. Okay, nice. Yeah, not a problem, G. Yeah, and that's all I can say, you know. When you go in, you know, you're going to be learning about, you know, becoming a nurse, a professional nurse. So you just have to go in with an open mind, you know. And as long as you're willing to learn, I think you'll do well from there. And get your pathophysiology book and start reading. You understand? Once you understand the pathophysiology of different conditions, you can't go wrong. You understand? Once you know how to, you understand the disease process, you'll be able to manage your patient and advocate for your patient as well. So start reading. And make sure you read Intro to Professional Nursing. It might be boring, but yeah, there's a lot of information there that you need. There's a lot of information. What here do? Oh, so as I say, I'm a very simple person. This is Cantu, the moisturizer. So I use Cantu moisturizer as well as the shampoo. So I use Cantu hair oil. So I'll use sulfur hair oil every now and again. If you go into Walmart have some simple hair oil that I've been using from Maya Damini. Yeah, that's what I've been using. There's nothing special that I've been using. Sorry. I'm not using any $1 million hair products. Just the regular, you know. I don't know how many persons know the hair oil I'm talking, but yeah. If you're from Jamaica, I used to sell it at the Chinaman shop at Jamaica. But I don't use anything special. I use a lot of castor oil. All right. I use a lot of castor oil in my hair. So probably that's it. But then, you know, my family, hair food. Who is this? Chiny Dolly? Chiny Dollar. All right, not a problem. Thank you, Sparks. Thank you for tuning in. Chiny Dollar said, what did she say a while ago? Hair food. Yeah. So that's what I use. So it costs probably $2. $2 in Walmart, and I just use it. I just wash it and just put it on my scalp, and then that's it. But a lot of times I'll use my castor oil in the mornings and just rub it in. I also use tea tree oil, uh, peppermint. What else? Tea tree oil, peppermint, coconut oil. All of those things mix up in a bottle and just spray it in there. Yeah, understand it? But I don't use anything special in there. Sorry. You have black and yellow. And no, the black one. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Is it? So this is the product I was talking about. So it's not the black and yellow one. The black and yellow one used to mess up the pillowcase. So years ago, I stopped using that one. So this is the one that I use in terms of ear oil. All right. Oh, you're from Jamaica? Yes, I'm adding some here to it because mine is gonna loosen out a little bit too quick. So I'm adding here to mine just to kind of keep it a little bit longer. But I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else fancy that I use apart from this. And this is the same thing. The Cantu product used to be in the Chinaman shop in Jamaica. And even though you hear me say Chinaman shop, yeah. That's how we are in Jamaica. Like, wherever you go and buy the thing, if you have somebody that, and it's not being, insensitive or anything. So I'm sorry if that's how you feel, depending on where you're from. But you have to understand Jamaican culture. All right. So that's just it. So we used to buy these products in our Chinese shop, let's just say. All right. But for the Jamaicans here, they would understand. Wish I can do. Okay. Yeah, you have to go onto YouTube and look it up. You have to go onto YouTube and look it up and see how to do it. All right. But I'm not really use anything special in there. Yeah, but I've always had thick hair. My hair has been like very, very coarse, thick from years ago. Like, years ago it was annoying, but then after a while you get accustomed to it and, you start doing it yourself. You're not being a bother to people. So, yeah, because persons used to complain that it was just too thick. And it's always a struggle to find somebody to want to do it. So, I started doing it after a while. From high school, early part of high school until today. But it was more like, just the 3-strand plait I was doing. And then in college, I fell in love with the twist. So that was my go-to. All right, so yeah. I did it the other day, but I never put much hair in it. And so it started loosening out, and I don't think I'd done the root properly because it was like slipping off. So I was like, okay, then I'm gonna pull it out and then try to get it done again and make sure I catch the root properly. So here we are today. Yeah, but it will last for a while, especially if you use, some persons will put the gel in it so it holds it a little bit better. But even though I seem to have a lot of hair, I don't want to lose it, so I try not to put too much things in it, and that's why I don't try to use anything else. I've been working with these products for a long time and I never had any problems with it. So I so why I need to come to America and change my hair product. If I can get it, if I can source it and it's it's readily available here, I think I need to change it. All right. A lot of times people change things whenever it's not working for you. So it works for me, so I'll just stick to it. Yes, the braid. And thank you for the follow, guys. Really appreciate that. All right. So that's just it. So I'll just put these in, and then at least, I'll have it for next week. And then in the mornings, I'll rub some of this in it. But then, as I say, I'll put not every morning, I'll do the castor oil. Mix up. I'll do the castor oil probably every other day. What oil? Oh, so I use the tea tree oil, the castor oil, peppermint, ginseng, coconut oil. So I'll melt all of those together, mix them in a bottle, and just put it on my scalp every now and again. Alright. Probably like every 2 days. Because you know the castor oil have a smell. So you don't really want it to be like so strong. So I'll mix it and then put the tea tree and the peppermint oil in it to kind of help it cover up the smell. It doesn't smell that bad where, you know, you're thinking that, oh, if you pass somebody gonna say you didn't get a bath. No, it's not like that. But it just have a distinctive smell. Alright, so when I mix it together, and you don't have to use a lot, when I mix it together, then it cover up the smell of that. What's the name of that breed? Oh, this is the expression. And make sure you get in the outre, outre, expression outre. And they have it in different lengths. So this is 24. So depending on the length that you want it, you can always cut it in either 3 or 2. All right, so I cut it in half, but it's a little bit longer than what I wanted it to be. But either way, I'm still doing it. So if you want it a little bit shorter, you can always cut this in half and then do it. So yeah. So it's on Amazon. I got it. And it's not that bad. This one, they were a little bit stingy with the amount that they sent. But there is one seller that when I purchased, you know, previously from her or that company, I got a lot. I don't know if it was by accident or what. But it seemed, they said like 3 packs. And the packs were a little bit thicker. But these are thinner. From a different person I purchased this one from.
Mommy.
It's alright.
There's flies exactly good with the video.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't help it. Go turn off the light.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
But the second one was going crazy. It was never fast.
Alright. So let's go again. And then I just put this on it just to moisten it. And from there, who is this? Cannot. Alrighty. And sometimes you can put it on this. Some persons wash the braid before. So you just take it out and just rinse it. This one. No, I never rinse this one. I never rinse it. I just started it. But some persons do rinse it. Alright. I said to rinse it in vinegar water. Oh. And as I say, if you're gonna attempt it for the first time, try not to have your nails being too tall, because then you're gonna be disappointed because you're not gonna get it. Zorian. And then I just plaited the 3-strand for probably like about 1 inch. And then I separate it into 2. And then the ends usually finishes real nicely, so it doesn't loosen out or anything. You don't have to burn it or glue it together, nothing like that. You just twist until you can't twist anymore. And it will be like this. You just cut off the little, this little excess. Yeah, I'll just cut it off. And that would have been it. Why this one's looking like this? Alright. I don't know why these flies. I don't know why these flies. God, they're annoying. No, Troy, I'm married. I am married. Not a problem, love. Not a problem. Alright. Alright, let's try and do this one. Then I'm gonna go to the side and try to finish from the side. Because after a while I have a rotator cuff problem. So after a while my shoulder starts, you know, paining me. Not really paining me. It just feels like, you know, I'm not planning on doing any surgery on it. So it's just gonna keep on dislocating until I don't want to do any surgery on my shoulder and then shorten it. Yeah, too young for that right about now. So I'll just get it. Once it slips out, I'll probably just put it back in. It sounds weird, right? Yeah, sometimes I'm doing my hair and my shoulders feel like it want to slip. So when I was working in Jamaica, we had a little young girl. So
Why you work?
sorry, and I'm on the live.
No, I'm doing something. Do you work at Jamaica? Why?
Why? Because that's home. Alright, so when I was in Jamaica years ago, we had a little girl that had just turned, I don't remember how old she was at the time, but she had just turned either 13, but she wasn't able to go on the pediatric floor anymore. But she had contracted HIV via birth. So her grandma, her mom had died years ago.
Mommy, now look at my wheels.
Okay, her mom had died, so her grandma was taking care of her. So she was always getting those ARVs, the medications. So she has been very, very compliant. And I tell you, compliant, because her grandma was giving her the medications. But at that time, you know, the medications, the ARVs, never really have much of the combo medications. So it was difficult, you know, for some of the patients, because they'll be taking, especially the adults, they'll be taking 5, 6 big tablets, some jumbo tablets. And I used to feel sorry for them. So she had just come down to the medical floor, and because it was her birthday, she just feel like she don't want to take any medication. So her grandmother had given us the permission the day to make sure she doesn't miss any medication. And then the pediatrician, even though the pediatrician wasn't her primary provider anymore, because she had transitioned from pediatrics, the pediatrician was like, yeah, that's she's still under her care indirectly, so she wanted her to continue with the medication. So the grandma had given us, permission to get the NG tube in, because she was going on days without wanting to take the medications, because she feels as though she's an adult, so she don't want to take the medications. She was having a lot of, she was admitted because she was having, a lot of problems going on, because she had stopped taking the medications at home. So she came in. So we decided that, okay, we're going to put in an NG tube. But she was so thin. And I remember there was about 4, because I was at the head. to do the NG tube, and then we had 4 persons holding her down to get the NG tube. And I don't know who had, was the weak link amongst the 4 staff, but she did hit. She threw her hand and it slipped and hit me on my shoulder. But the only thing I could feel is that my shoulder like slipped, and the only thing I could do was like this, and then but it wasn't like dislocated. Like, it was sore for the remainder of the day. Went in, got medication and everything, because the shoulder was just like, I could actually feel it. Like, I could actually feel the tear. And I was like, this doesn't even make any sense, because she's so small. But anyways, I was kind of working with it, and everything was like, I never really make it be a big problem. At that time, I was pretty active in gym. I was going to the gym, and I was there because I was still having the discomfort in the shoulder. Did an x-ray, there wasn't anything. Went in to the gym, and I was lifting my arm up like this with a 10-pound weight, and the shoulder just literally just gave way. Dislocated in the gym. I tell you, I am a child, but I don't know if, child birthing him, well, let me not say, because it was a C-section, but baby pain, it was similar to baby pain, may I tell you. You understand? It was so painful. The shoulder was like dislocated. So we did put it in the gym, and went and did an MRI later on. And in the same area, there was one tear. There was an old tear there. And then there was another one at the other side. So it literally ripped. But every now and again, I might be having discomfort in the shoulder, or depending on the position, the shoulder will just decide to, okay, then, let me just put in some pain for a bit. But after a while, you kind of get used to it. So I just tend to put it back in myself. Because by the time if I'm supposed to go to the hospital, that's going to take a long time, So after a while, I get used to it. So if I'm holding my hand in certain position, my arm in certain position, I'll know when it's about to give way. So I'll just adjust, whatever I'm doing, or stop what I'm doing. So that's just it. But yeah. So we ended up putting in the NG tube though. We ended up putting in the NG tube. She got her medication, was on the best behaving young adult on the floor. Because she initially had pulled it out. And then we put it back in. And we had told her that every time you pull it out, you're going to go back in, because you have to get your medication. And she eventually had kept it in until she was at a point where she was able to start taking them back. And her weight was increasing, and she was doing well, got her discharge. Years later, she came back, well, not years, but months later, she came back to the hospital to look for us. Telling us that she put on weight and how she looked good and all them stuff there. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. And then when she started high school, she came back and was showing us pictures, graduation pictures. Yeah, so it was nice. But otherwise, yeah. So every now and again, when I'm doing my braids, then I'll have a little discomfort, because I know the shoulder, I need to do like a surgery to repair the rotator cuff, but I don't really want that one day. I say if I'm gonna do it, I want to go to one of those hospitals where the basketballers, the players, where they go in Boston. But you have to have a lot of money. So until then, I will stay with my shoulder as is. Because a lot of times when you go and do surgery on you do surgery on your shoulder, if you don't have a good orthopedist, then there's a high possibility of your shoulder getting dislocated every second. Every second it gets dislocated, and your shoulder gets shortened, your arm gets shortened, and you have more problems, you have more pain. Like, no, I can deal with what I'm dealing with right now. If years later I need it, then probably I'll think about it. But for now, surgery is out of it for me. All right, let's go to this side. Oh, I say I was going to do this side first. See that you guys are on this side, I'll do this side. I don't know how many persons have natural hair. When you blow your hair sometimes, and you feel as though the scalp knot blown out properly, so it's coarse. That's how the scalp of mine feels. Not the scalp, but the root of my hair just feels so coarse. Because sometimes I can't reach all the way down there when I'm combing through, because the scalp is so tender. Alright. Yeah. Alright.
Now what?
I think I'll lose some hair around this side.
Hello? It's Zarian. But they're on my scooter. Where's the...
Alright. Oh. So this one here is always short. That's why I like these kind of hairstyle as well, because I don't like to have too much tension on the side of my hair. Me and the barber are big friends. Which barber? My hair is to stay so tall. Charlene, okay. Okay, which barber? Lily? Uh, Alright. So this one. Oh, I think I did this wrong. Yeah, this side one is always a struggle. I do got it. Okay. I have to be very gentle with that one, because my word. Yeah. If not, then I'll lose that little section there, and I hate it being bald. It looks thin already, and it pains my heart. Much less to not have any there. So I have to be very gentle with that one. Still have to do it loose. Because I don't want it to have like tension on the root itself, and then I lose it when I'm pulling it down. And that's why I don't really go to hairdresser, because hairdresser always, them take out the wrinkle out of my face, like me get Botox. Not saying that I want the wrinkles in my face, but my word, I want to be able to smile. You see my love laugh? Yeah, I want to keep me smile. By the time I finish, you have headaches and everything. We can't deal with it. Cannot. So, well, some hairdresser. Yeah, I can't do it at all. So, And no, I don't count them. All right. Somebody had asked me if I count them. No, I don't. I don't count them. Oh.
Let me get that for you.
Hmm?
Let me get that for you.
I got it. Thank you. Usually I could go a little bit faster, but may I tell you, these fingernails are giving me a hard time. Ladies, how do you do it out there? Huh? How do you do it? Music on stage. Oh, you want me to play music? Is that what it is? Champagne sent music on stage. Oh yeah, try to tell me some. Oh, thank you for the gift though. Oh yeah, try to tell me some live boring. Is champagne? Huh? Music on stage. Oh Lord. Hi lads, how are you doing? Alright. How was work? I'm here trying to get cute for the weekend, you know? Trying to get cute for the weekend. Lorian, come this side. Okay, nice, nice.
Mommy,
That's Orion.
that school is full of mud.
Okay.
Yes, yes, you need to wash this if you're done with your hair.
Okay.
Mommy,
I'm on a live here. Thank you. No.
Daddy! Daddy, where are you going? No, you can't go outside. Where are you going? I'm gonna take it. Bella, look how pretty it was.
Okay, so dress this up. Okay.
Yeah.
It was my scooter.
So if it's Zara, you should go too much dirt on your shoes now. I found scooter, okay.
Oh, we have to wash this, and we need to wash this after Mom is done with his hair.
You think you're finished here already?
No, sir.
Get it for the line.
I'm backing up. I'm backing up. I'm backing
Hello,
up.
hello, hello, hello. Sorry about that, folks. Just have a few, purses here. All right. Annette, thank you for the follow.
Alright, let's get in the chair. No, I'm not making a mess.
Of course.
Daddy. Daddy. All those blonde, it was my scooter. Let's see if I can let it go outside.
Thank you, Guyanese chick. So this is expression, autre, expression without the first E, autre. All right, that's the name of the brand. So just look at it. Look up on I got it from Amazon. All right, so you can cut them in half, or you can cut them in threes, depending on the length that you get. All right. But you also have the kinky curly here. That one is a little bit expensive, but you have a really nice natural finish, depending on what you're looking for. These side ones. Yeah. No problem.
See, Mommy? I told Mommy.
Victoria?
I told you this light would go on.
We don't need the light on, sorry.
Yes, we do.
What light is it?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Zara, you should have put the thing in the.
I'm going to wash it off before you go back inside. Let me get water at the side.
What you do?
Alright, he'll figure it out.
I'm going to back up.
Zarian? Hi, Angela. I'm doing okay. I am doing well. How are you doing? And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right. And if you're new here, remember to go ahead and follow. You can also tap hit the screen to like the live, as well as to share it. All right. I think this is the first time I'm having like so many persons on the live at once. on TikTok here. So thank you guys for, stopping by. Seeing that there's so many persons, I'm going to repeat myself. I'm Stacy. I'm from Jamaica. I'm a nurse. I work as a nurse practitioner. And I talk a lot about nursing. So if you're planning on doing the RE-NR NCLEX exam, feel free to join us on the live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7, where we do our study sessions. You can also follow me on or subscribe to my YouTube page, I Think Nursing. All right, I share the longer form contents over there. All my lives are posted on YouTube, and just about everything else, So check out the page. Call to all arts. How are you doing? I missed you on the live the other day. How are things with you and everything else? Going. I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, so, definitely check out my page and follow. All right. And if you have any questions, if you're a nurse or if you know someone that is a nurse wanting to come to the States and have questions, feel free to, have them hit me up, okay? I'm pretty transparent and I'll be able to answer a lot of questions. I'm not a transitional specialist, but, based on my experience, I can answer 1 and 2 questions. All right.
Mommy.
It's all right.
You have to wash this. You have to wash this after you're done with your hair.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, this length is fine. Which Phoebe, welcome. I'm originally from Jamaica, Phoebe. So I moved to the States, transitioned to the States. Thank you, Call to All Arts. Thank you. Tiki Krasta. Hi. How are you? Dash, yes, I'm doing my hair now. Did you get the pizza? You say we're gonna get pizza earlier. You got your pizza? Or you change your mind about the pizza? Okay, well, thank you so much, Tiki Krasta. Remember to go ahead and hit the follow. Is it the follow? Where does it the follow? Yeah. And thank you for that. Heart me. Feel like what? One Marcia. One Marcia. Hope everything is going okay. Don't know what that comment is about. You probably need to find someone. If you're feeling that way, you probably need to find someone to talk to. One Marcia. All right. Where are you joining in from? Huh? Because if you're feeling that way, you need to find somebody to talk to. Or you call, 911, call a friend and see if they can help you. Huh? Oh, I'm just doing my braids, Tiki Krasta. Yeah, but, this is, I'm just doing my braids here. Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh, you just finished eat your pizza. You feel for more? You have to watch your weight. Even though I don't know how much you weigh. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's coming on nicely. Yeah, it's coming on nicely, me not lie. I actually like it. Can't wait to finish it though. Because then at least I'll feel like I can go and do, you know, other things. Oh, you're from New Jersey. Okay, cool, cool. You're originally from the US? Paul Gordon. Welcome, Paul. How are you? Oh, you're not from the US? Okay, we're originally from Tiki Crasta. Paul, why you come call me now, baby? I don't love one up people, so. Huh? Oh, you're from Jamaica? Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm from. That's home. Oh yeah, remember to tap up the screen. Call to all arts. Whenever you're passing through, I'm going to I'm gonna give you. Oh, how do I do that again? Oh God. So just in case, you know, when you're passing through, at least you can. How do I do this? Oh, add as a moderator. All right. All right, so I'll add you there. Okay, use that here to do my hair the other day, and kind of those braids are the best, very easy to use. Yeah, I actually love them. Yeah, my day was great, Paul. How about yours? How was your day? Oh, and remember to tap up the live, folks. I tend to always forget that. Tap up the live, do your daily heart me's, you know, follow, comment. All right. And share. Yeah, forget that one as well. There was one person here who said, one Marcia, are you still here? So one Marcia says, to me feel like, I don't know, some persons, you know, they come on the live and they'll say things. Sometimes, you know, Mommy, you don't know what they're going through.
Mommy.
Yes, Arian?
And you also need to wash my shoes.
You know, and yeah, you don't know what persons are going through. I don't know why that person said it, but I don't know if she's still here. All right, but if you're still here, I'm open to talk. One Marcia. All right, I'm open to talk. All right. All right. I'm almost finished. Just pray for her. Yeah. I have to always just whisper a prayer for a friend or two. All right. Yeah, just like, you know, you hear about the incident with the young lady from Jamaica. One of those contestants for Miss Jamaica. That was a sad one, you know. Because apparently I was told that she made statements the day off or the day leading up to the event. And I'm like, oh my word. You know, sometimes you see persons and you don't know what they're going through. You know. You don't know what they're going through. And that's just it. Yeah. So everybody dealing with their own little, you know, everyday struggles. Everybody going through it. And people just don't know, because sometimes you probably just don't open up to anybody. You don't talk about it. So, you know, sometimes it comes as a surprise for a lot of persons, depending on who is being affected. What time you started on your hair? Oh, I started it yesterday. I did half of it up until yesterday, and then around what time? What time did I start? How long is this live going for? I don't even know. Yeah, I started the other side, and I did up to this side yesterday, the two sides. So probably about an hour. No, probably like an hour and a half, probably an hour, I'm gonna say, since I started the second part of my braids. Yeah. Ramatu, welcome. So that was just a sad one. And then I think she is or she was someone that deals with mental health and prevention. That's why sometimes you have to remember those persons in your silent prayers, because a lot of persons are just absorbing. They go out and they're absorbing everything. They go out and they're dealing with the cares of other people, dealing with their problems, sitting down listening. And sometimes you don't know who you're talking to. You might be sharing a story and that person is able to relate to what you are saying, but it's just that they don't have anybody to talk to. Or sometimes I feel as though they probably had gotten past whatever event had happened years ago to them, and not until you come and sit in front of one of those counselor, one of those psychiatrists, psychologists, whatever, not until you go and sit down and start talking, you realize that that person starts thinking, oh, but this is actually me 5 years ago. This happened to me years ago. And then it puts them in a situation, you understand? So those people, they definitely need our prayers, and they always need an avenue. They need an outlet, rather. They need an outlet. And I think sometimes because, you probably are in a certain kind of job, people just think that you have it all under control. Yeah, man. Not everybody have it under control. You understand? Not everybody have it under control. Some people just go out there and they just give it their best, but deep down they're hurting. They just want somebody to talk to. They just want somebody to talk to, and that's just it. Don't know if that was what her situation was, but yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad. And it's not something that you always can see, the signs of it from early. So probably people would think that, sometimes you're in a certain circle, people just think that, oh, you have it, under control, in the sense that you have somebody to talk to, because especially if you are, if you're seen as a leader, people just feel as though you have the resources at hand. You have one or two friends that you can confide in. And so you probably saying something, some of them probably don't take it as being that serious, where you probably end up acting on it, and that's just it. So if you're having thoughts, if you want somebody to talk to, find that person that you can confide in. You always have your church, you always have, and then again, sometimes you feel as though probably you don't want to talk to anybody that you really know, because you probably have some issues, or you just feel as though you're going to be judged. If it means that you're going to find somebody online that don't know you and your family members, find that person to talk to and open up to them, because at least them not going to judge you, if that's what you're worried about. But think about your different community groups. You have your church, you have school. Who else? Your workplace probably have, but then again, you probably don't want to bring your business to work, because you probably don't trust them either. You understand? So if it means you're going to find somebody online and sit down and talk with them virtually. All right? And that's why it's good to have even virtual friends here. Social media is not that bad after all. It can be good, ugly some days, but find the good in it. Find that one or two person that you can actually sit down and relate to. So when you're ready to vent, media over Texas here, and I know you over Timbuktu down there, so you can just call and say, hey, Stacy, you know, so this a go on and you just, you know, just pour out your heart. You understand? Ball on the phone. Alright. Cry out whatever concerns you have. Talk about it. And hear the opinions of other persons. And don't sit down and deal with it by yourself. And that's just it. Yeah. That's so true. Yes, Melissa. Yeah. Just find those persons out there. You understand? But it's just sad. Just sad. Because since I've started on TikTok here, you know, I've met a few persons that are really, really nice. I met a few persons that are very, very nice. I might not, you know, talk with them on the phone. But, you know, like Call to All Arts, I met her on a